is it you want to know, miss?
If I were to say Forest Sauvignon to you, what would you say?
Oh, let's see. Sauvignon. Sauvignon? I would say it's some kind of tropical shrub, don't you think?
We are talking about the same plant, then. It is a very rare shrub with small, juicy fruits. I found a book about the Amazon, and it says that there are even Sauvignon plants growing right here in Barrackstadt. You wouldn't know where, would you?
Amazon Sauvignon plants here? No. No, I don't think there are any. Highly implausible. But you should ask the station master. He is keeper of the greenhouse at our university, so he could tell you more than me.
Oh, thanks very much. I'll leave you in peace. I hope...
Sorry? No.
Gentlemen, forgive me for disturbing...
A little
They are kept to...
North.
You wouldn't know if there is any Forest Sauvignon here in Barrackstadt, would you?
Absolutely.
When he says absolutely, he means, of course, absolutely none. What we mean, of course, is that we are absolutely positive there is no Forest Sauvignon here in Barrackstadt.
Really? Are you sure? Because I read in a book that Barrackstadt possesses a number of plants. I wouldn't mind getting a hold of some if possible.
Out of the question, miss.
The assistant rector means to say that our priority is for you to remove your train from our station. Your research will have to wait until your next stop.
Yes, that's right. Your train must leave the station immediately, so please refrain from wasting our time in needless visitations.
Don't forget the regulations, miss. Don't forget them. Trains should first stop, then subsequently leave. And quickly.
Here
Already?
Thank you.
And thank... Hey there! On the boat!
Guten Tag, schöne Mademoiselle!
My husband say... Have you ever seen Amazon Forest Sauvignon?
Niet, never go Amazon.
Do you know if I can find some here?
Niet, you must to Amazon go.
Yeah, of course. I'll leave you to it.
До свидания!
I'm sorry to disturb you.
What can I do for you, miss?
Where might I find some forest Sauvignon plants, please?
No place around here, that's for sure. I don't know what you're talking about. That stuff's from the Amazon.
You know, for someone who knows nothing about the plant, you seem pretty well informed about which mysterious faraway country it comes from.
Oh, Amazon, Peru, Papua New Guinea, it's all the same to me. Gotta go. Gotta work.
Wait, don't go. You know what? I don't think he was being totally straight with me. Can't go. Everything okay, Oscar?
Yes, Kate.
You don't know where I might find any Amazon forest Sauvignon, do you?
No, Kate Walker.
Oscar?
In a while.
Excuse me, Station Master, but I need you again.
Can't you see I am very, very busy?
No.
Well, I am. Very busy indeed. But, okay, I think I can give you a minute of my time.
I'm looking for a kind of little juicy berry. You don't know where I could find some?
Look, lady, the station doesn't have any Sauvignon berries, not even forest Sauvignon.
Funny you should mention it. That's exactly what I was looking for. Forest Sauvignon.
Sauvignon, raspberries, red currants, they're all the same to me. And we don't grow none of them here.
But you see, I have just read a very interesting book which says that the rare Sauvignon berry is actually cultivated here, in the famous Baruchstadt University aviary itself.
Well, if it's in a book, then don't believe everything you read, miss.
I don't know why, but I don't think you're telling me the truth.
What do you mean? I don't know. How should I know where to find your stupid grave? Go ask your Professor What's-His-Name Pons, the paleontologist.
But you're the master of this station, so you should know better than anyone.
Nobody tells me anything. I don't know. Go see the old guy with the fossils.
I'm looking for a...
Look, lady.
Funny you but you... I don't... But you're...
Nobody...
The sailors on the barge wreck...
Miss.
Right.
Look, lady.
All these birds in a...
This is no ordinary...
I can well...
And you don't...
It wasn't a good...
A knife.
I see... You have...
Oh.
Why not? You...
What?
The name Hans...
Oh, do you really...
I feel like I've lost my way.
Hey, anything
I've just been...
I thought they'd said...
Absolutely.
Well, the locomotive's engine might not work. It's
a possibility.
Nothing. It's just enough.
I'm looking for a...
Look, lady, the station doesn't have...
Funny you... But you... I don't... But you're...
Nobody...
I won't disturb you when...
Welcome to Barrow.
What is it you want to know, miss?
You wouldn't know where the forest Sauvignon plants are kept in Barrackstadt, would you?
Why do you think there are Sauvignon plants here?
I read about it in a book at the library.
Try going to see the station master. If such a shrub exists, he will have a better idea than anyone.
It's actually he who sent me to you. I thought it a little strange, but he definitely said ask the paleontologist. You're the only one here, aren't you?
Yes indeed. What a strange way to behave. Well, I think he must have made a mistake, that's all. Nobody tells me anything here. Maybe you should ask the rectors. After all, they are in charge of the university.
All right, thanks. I'll leave you...
Sorry?
Gentlemen, forgive me for
A little...
They are...
Nor...
Are you sure there are no Amazon Sauvignon plants in Barrackstadt? Because I have just interviewed the station master and the paleontologist, and what they said really didn't convince me that there wasn't any here.
We are quite definite on this point. There are no Sauvignon plants growing in Barrackstadt.
You see, miss, the Amazon forest Sauvignon is a rare shrub that requires very special conditions for growth.
That's right. Conditions that are very hard to reproduce, believe you me.
Difficult, but not impossible. Fortunately, our garden has proved very successful.
Your garden? So, there is a garden in Barrackstadt?
Oh, the garden. Well, if there was one, it would be only a little garden hidden behind the station. But our station master would be very proud of it.
He would take very good care of it, too. Everything would grow marvelously if we were able to cultivate it at all, and it would be all down to his gardening prowess.
And we would be proud as punch. And we wouldn't forget the role the paleontologist might play in this.
What's the paleontologist got to do with it all?
Without him and without his laboratory, how would we make the wine, do you think?
And it would be good wine indeed, my dear colleagues, would it not?
Oh, yes, a delightful balm to soothe away our long hours of toil and our heavy responsibilities.
We would wait impatiently every year for the arrival of the year's produce.
So, if I have understood you correctly, there are indeed Sauvignon plants in Barockstadt. They are cultivated in a garden behind the station, then turned into wine by the paleontologist's loving care, and finally, the pleasure of tasting is yours. If I'm not very much mistaken, gentlemen, you have a minor racket operating here.
Miss, you do go jumping to some hasty conclusions.
We never said that. That's not what we said at all.
We were talking in the conditional, with ifs and woulds.
So, what would happen if I had such a hunch?
You would have to keep it to yourself, of course.
Yes, if you would be so kind as to keep it a secret. It would only be a small local concern producing barely a few bottles every year.
That's right, nothing so grandiose as a business. Otherwise, we'd be liable to be fined. So, we can't count on your discretion, can't we?
Don't worry, I have no intention at all of getting messed up in anything. If I were to need Sauvignon grapes, I could presumably find them in the garden.
If Sauvignon were to be found here...
But the station master would have to let you in. He would be the only one with the key.
Yes, if that indeed was the case, that would be the correct procedure.
If I were to need Sauvignon grapes, I could presumably find them in the garden, couldn't I?
If Sauvignon were to be found here, it would doubtless be situated in the said location.
But the station master would have to let you in. He would be the only one with the key.
Yes, if that indeed was the case, that would be the correct procedure.
Here we are, busy
already?
Thank you for...
And thank... Excuse me, Station Master, but I need you again.
Can't you see I am very, very busy?
No.
Well, I am. Very busy indeed. But, okay, I think I can give you a minute of my time.
You have been playing with me, haven't you? You knew very well there were forest Sauvignon berries in the station garden.
No, not at all. I've never seen your Sauvignon things.
You don't have to lie to me. I know all about it. You and the rectors are in cahoots, and the professor's lab has been turned into a distillery. You've all got a nice little smuggling racket on the side.
Smuggling racket? Hey, lady, you're going a bit far there. It's just a little on-the-side thing we got going, that's all. It's just for ourselves. Hey, honest.
You should be ashamed of yourselves. Aren't you worried about the reputation of this fine university? The authorities should be informed of this.
But we haven't done anything wrong. It's not a crime.
Can you open the gate to the garden, please?
Sure. No problemo. Right away, miss. you are. Please feel free to visit the garden at your leisure. And there was just one thing. I'm not a liar. Not really. Just mum's the word. There is the reputation of the university to think about. And I have superiors, and I have to do what I can.
I understand. Don't you worry.
Thank you, miss.
Impossible to reach it.
Hey, miss, please, excuse me.
Yes?
You know, I want to apologize for our little misunderstanding. I brought you a bottle of wine. Markstadt Sauvignon. Very good year. Let me know what you think.
I'm very touched. Thank you.
Good luck on your journey, lady.
Thank you. I'm sorry to disturb you.
What can I do for you, miss?
I feel like I've lost my way a little.
Hey, anything I can...
I won't disturb you any longer.
Welcome.
Hello.
Hey, baby, you party? You sure looking mighty fun.
Just who do you...
Hey. Hey.
Listen. Gentlemen,
A little prop.
They are...
Gentlemen, I have managed to repair your university bandstand.
The bandstand is playing again. This is marvelous news.
We are really very grateful indeed.
Yes, very grateful indeed. We will look back on your visit with much fondness in our hearts.
And now let us in turn honor our word. How much is it you need, miss?
$100, if it's not too much to ask.
We agree to grant you the aforementioned sum, miss. You may now leave with your train.
And while we're on the subject, when will you be leaving?
Yes, because now you should relocate your train as quickly as possible.
May I call once more upon your generosity? There's still some money I need.
What? Hand out money like that without any valid pretext? You are singularly lacking in common sense, miss.
You certainly know how to fritter away other people's money, don't you?
Your behavior is becoming quite unbecoming.
But isn't there some other service I can perform for you?
There's nothing we can do for you, young lady. We have no other chores that need doing.
We have to watch our university's expenditure. Its resources are not bottomless, you know.
And our philanthropy, too, has its limits. My word!
That idea of the station aviary is really very original.
It's the pride of our university. What?
It contains...
Do you...
A poison?
Oh, yeah.
Here we are.
All right.
Thank you.
And there you go. Here's your money. I've checked it. It's all there.
Ah, thank you. Not difficult get dollar. See? You are a real businesswoman.
I'm not the only one around here.
We pleased to do deal with you. Now, you open lock or we no help you.
Why didn't you manage to open them? After all, you don't have to be a genius.
Ma vorvat pensinos esto? Declina madam. No se saye mar alles non comprendo en allora caput en andere mordel. Zir svar moi. Onboom telefonieren, kaputt.
My husband say instructions complicated. No understand manual. My husband angry. Very angry. Oh, now telephone broke. Kaput.
Now that is annoying. What are you going to do next?
We wait repairman.
Well, I don't have the time to wait. I'll have to go have a look. There must be some way of releasing the opening mechanism.
Take key. Sailor always need key for lock.
Okay, thanks. Hey there!
Got it!
My husband.
Is it the locks that are stopping you from carrying on your journey?
Da. Barge no pass. Lock closed.
Have you tried, just opening them?
Nay, not possible. Have try. Now system kaput.
Oh, dear. I am sorry about that. Looks like we're all being held prisoners in Barrackstadt then, in a way. Funny that, isn't it? I'll leave you
До свидания!
Hello?
Kate, how's my little baby girl? I was thinking about you only yesterday because I saw this fantastic fur coat. You are wrapping up warm, aren't you? I mean, people in foreign countries never know how to dress properly for the weather.
Mom, it's so sweet of you to worry, but I'm fine, really. The trip's a breeze, no worries. I mean, there's...
Well, when are you coming back? Frank is dying to meet you.
Frank? Oh, yeah, your singer. You two seeing each other then?
Oh, you'll never guess the surprise he gave me yesterday.
No, I suppose I won't.
Frank invited me to a big charity show organized by, someone or another. Anyway, they got him singing a couple of old numbers from his repertoire, and in the end, he asked me to go up on stage with him. Can you imagine me, your mother, on stage in front of thousands of people?
Wow, I would have loved to have been there. Not too emotional, I hope.
Oh, too emotional by far, especially as I hadn't even been to the hairdresser. Well, I didn't even have the proper dress on. But Frank promised me he'd see to that next time. Oh, he's such a cutie, and he's got the sweetest little...
I'm sure he has, Mom.
It would be so good if you could join us one day. Let's see, when is his next gala? I'm so forgetful these days. I swear I'd lose my head if it weren't in the clouds. You just watch out, my girl. Them years will catch up with you much quicker than you think.
I'll look out for them, Ma. Nice to hear your voice. Lots of love.
Well, to you too, my little munchkin.
I'm sorry to disturb...
What can I do?
Can you explain to me how the locks in the canal work, please?
A lock, right, is a system of sealed gates. They're clever, right? They help boats overcome gradient problems in channeled water flows. They make this kind of boat staircase, see? You know what I like? Sitting on the bank, watching the barges and...
I'm sorry. I must have expressed myself badly. I need to know how the locks open and close, to vary the water levels.
I'm not sure of the precise maneuver. Trains and barges, trains, now those guys are very different fellows altogether.
I won't disturb you any longer.
Welcome to...
The instructions are written in a language I don't recognize. The instructions are written in a language I don't recognize.
Welcome to the East Block. Your combination number is... If you are using the Haltenberg lock, press 1. If you are using the Morloff lock, press 2. If you are using the Conning pad... If you want to raise the water level, press 1. If you want to lower the water level, press 2. You want to lower the water level in the Barrackstadt lock? To confirm your choice, press star. To return to the previous command, press the number sign. If you are using the... If you want to raise the water... You want to raise the... To confirm your choice, press... Your request has been logged. Unfortunately, our regional technician is currently on holiday, and no replacement is available. We will reply to your request.
I'm sorry to...
What can I do?
I feel like I've lost...
Hey, anything I...
I've just been... Absolutely. I've got enough...
Well, the locomotive's engine might...
Can you explain to me how the locks in the canal work, please?
A lock, right, is the system of...
I'm sorry.
I'm not...
I won't disturb...
Welcome to...
What is it you want to know?
I'm under the impression that if I am to continue my journey, I'm going to have to open the locks on the canal.
You're probably right, my dear, so open the locks. Whether they are open or closed is none of my business.
I'll leave you in peace.
Sorry? No.
Gentlemen, I'm awfully bothered to have to disturb you again.
A bothersome disturbance indeed.
Which, I may add, disturbingly bothers us.
No bother, my dear. We're listening.
If you can possibly get the canal lock open, then the sailors will be able to tow the train up to the winding machine.
Open the lock? What a singular idea!
What a surprising request.
Our university isn't responsible for the functioning of the canal locks. A different administration deals with that, miss.
Here we are,
Already?
Thank you.
And excuse can I
No.
You could be a little
Keep quiet.
Everything okay?
Yes,
You must have seen that barge on the canal, Oscar? Well, that barge is going to help us by towing the train up to the winding machine. I've still got 1 or 2 matters to resolve, but they shouldn't take too long.
I cannot help you in this matter, Kate Walker. River transport is not part of my mandate.
Yeah, I figured as much, Oscar. I don't know why.
Because you are very attentive, Kate Walker.
Oscar, see you later.
In a while.
I'm sorry to disturb you.
What can I do for you, miss?
Can you explain to me how the locks in the canal work, please?
A lock, right, is a system of sealed gates. They're clever, right? They help boats overcome gradient problems in channeled water flows. They make this kind of boat staircase, see? You know what I like? Sitting on the bank, watching the barges and...
I'm sorry. I must have expressed myself badly. I need to know how the locks open and close to vary the water levels.
I'm not sure of the precise maneuver. Trains and barges, trains, now those guys are very different fellows altogether.
I won't disturb you.
Welcome to...
The instructions are written in a language I don't recognize. That looks broken.
The offices of Martin and...
Olivia, it's Kate.
Yeah! What? I'm not getting the call.
Olivia, I can't hear you. Speak up.
Well, can you please repeat what were you just saying? But I'm not getting anything, nothing.
I'm hanging up, Olivia. The line's too bad. I'll call you later, okay?
Dan Foster isn't around to take...
Welcome to the East Block Control Center. If you are using the Haltenberg lock, press 1. If you want to raise the water level, press 1. If you want to lower... If you are using the Haltenberg lock, press... If you want to raise the water level, press 1. If you are using the Haltenberg lock, press 1. If you want to raise the water level, press 1. If you want to lower the water level, press 2. To return to the last... If you are using the Haltenberg lock, press... Welcome to the East Block Control. If you are using the Haltenberg lock, press 1. If you are using the Morloff lock, press 2. If you are using the Koningpass lock, press 3. If you are using the Barakstadt lock, press 4. To return to... If you want to raise the water level, press 1. You want to raise the water level in the Haltenberg lock? To confirm your choice, press star. Your request has been logged. Unfortunately, our regional technician is currently on holiday, and no replacement is...
The instructions are written in a language I don't recognize. That looks broken. I'm sorry to disturb...
What can I do?
I don't think you've been telling me the entire truth, Mr. Station Master.
Now, wait a second. I never really intended... You have to believe me. I can see I can't pull the wool over your eyes. You're pretty sharp.
Or you're just not very good at lying.
I'll never do it again. Promise.
I've just been to see the rectors, and they told me to get the
I thought they'd say that. Rules are rules, and you gotta stick by them.
Absolutely. I've got enough worries.
Well, I suggest...
But it's like I say, the springs are...
The locomotive's engine might not work.
I won't...
Welcome.
The instructions are written in a language I don't recognize. The instructions are written in...
Gordon!
My husband said...
Right, I've got it. I know now how the locks work. So guide your boat into the lock, and I'll take care of the mechanism.
Godverdomme. Das ist eine echte Ladies. Alle zwei, range alle Dingen und obligados die Dame. Ach, set content und zurück again.
What did your husband say?
You, hurry up! We hurry to travel again.
Okay. We'll meet each other on the other side. By my train, okay? The instruction. I'm sorry to disturb.
What can I...
All these birds. I can wait.
And you know what?
It wasn't
A night...
I see. You have.
Oh,
Why not?
I...
You poor.
Worse.
I won't.
Welcome.
Welcome to... If you are using the... If you want to raise the water level... You want to raise the water to confirm your choice. Your request has been logged.
The instructions are written.